Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Road to Ranked. Unfortunately, I recorded this video with my mic muted, so I have to do post commentary, unfortunately. But today we are going to be using a Volcarona team built by, I think the main guy is Sekam, but he had a friend help him as well. Anyway, I'll have all the links to like their Twitter, their the Victory Road page where you can get this paste as well. I thought I'd show this paste though because I don't think they're English speaking like content creators, so I thought it would just share the paste here. It would be a bit easier for you guys to get it, but definitely go check them out and show your support and see if you're interested in what they do. But anyway, let's have a look at this team quickly. We've got Rotom with the Nasty Plot, Hydro Pump, Rising Voltage, Dark Pulse, Tyranitar with Rock Slide, Superpower, Crunch and Protect, Rillaboom with Fake Out, Wood Hammer, U-Turn, Knockoff, Togekiss with Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Protect and Follow Me. Then we have the Hitmontop with Fake Out, Close Combat, Wide Guard, Bullet Punch, and lastly Volcarona with Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, Heat Wave, and Protect. So this team's really good with Follow Me. It keeps things away from Volcarona, so you can try and set up that way. Wide Guard to stop things like Rock Slide that Volcarona hates taking. But yeah, like Hitmontop and Volcarona are a really good partnership because Volcarona has really low defense, but Hitmontop can come out and give that Intimidate drop onto a lot of those physical attackers, and Wide Guard does protect it from Rock Slide, which is super helpful. And it was a really popular combo in Black and White, I think, because there's a lot of Rock Slide going around, you know, a lot of Tyranitar Excadrill. Now it's a bit weaker because we can't Wide Guard Max Rockfall, so it makes things a bit harder to keep Volcarona alive, so you definitely have to be a bit more careful on how you play it. But if you ever find an opportunity to get that Quiver Dance up, it's super helpful. It does so much damage. So yeah, we have a couple of games here. Both went pretty well. I'll spoil it just because I have time to kill. Like I could edit here, but I'm a bit lazy. Maybe I'll edit here. No, I'm gonna edit here. Okay. So our first battle is against Tizzle here, and he has a Rain Team, which is obviously very scary for Volcarona. Volcarona doesn't want to be taking, you know, max geysers to the face or anything. And I was looking here like Rotom's really good, especially if we can set up like get a Nasty Plot set up throughout this game. Then Rotom does really well here. So I bring the Togekiss Tyranitar because I thought Togekiss, Rotom, Tyranitar. Tyranitar's mainly just for resetting the weather into more of our favor, because I think Volcarona can take a water type attack if it's not in the rain, because its special defense is really good, especially if we get a Quiver Dance up. So that's why I thought I'd bring out T-Tar here to just try and win the weather war a bit. So yeah, we're going to start off with the Rotom Togekiss, try to look and see if we can get a Follow Me Nasty Plot off, and really start get Rotom running through his team a bit here. So Tizzle, my man, this game gets pretty stressful. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It gets real stressful at the end, and I'm really sad that my live commentary didn't go through. But if you are enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below what Pokemon you'd like to see me cover in this Road to Rank series, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into the battle with Tizzle. So we start off with the Kingdra and the Rillaboom. So here, I'm thinking, Fake Out, scary, we can't Follow Me, because if we do go for the Follow Me, he Fake Out prioritizes it anyway, and it doesn't really do much for us. So I go for the Protect this first turn, and I decide here he could potentially switch into the Politoed to try and get Drizzle, and Tyranitar should be slower than Politoed. Looking at the spread now, I don't think Tyranitar is slower than 0 speed Politoed, because it has a bit of speed investment with this team. But I was looking here and I was like, yeah, and if we get Sandstream up, if we get Sandstream up, I actually think we can live a Grassy Glide here from the Rillaboom if he decides to try and kill Rotom. So I do send out Tyranitar thinking maybe we can get a free weakness policy boost and start rolling from there. So I bring out T-Tail here. Bam, out he comes, gets the Sandstream up, boosting his special defense, and you know, just trying to stop any rain from coming out here. This was a really risky play, because if he had decided to double up into that T-Tail spot, we would have just lost T-Tail for free, but it's fine. And it ends up working out pretty well. So he brings out the Kingdra Dynamax, and I really like Kingdra, but I don't know how good it is, you know? It's like, would I rather use it, like, it needs rain, it needs to Dynamax. There's just a lot of better Pokemon in the format, I think. But it's definitely a Pokemon I still want to try and use. So we get the Protect off here. This ends up being the perfect play because Rillaboom does go for that Fake Out into Togekiss. And then we'll see here, he does follow it up with a Max Geyser. So Togekiss taking very limited damage here, which is fantastic. He'll get the Max Geyser off now. And yeah, it doesn't do too much damage through Protect. And now he does set the rain for himself though, so Kingdra is indeed a bit more of a threat now. So this is like, oh man, guys, I really like Protect as a move. It's such a good move. It's so amazing. So I'm deciding here, do I want to just Dynamax Togekiss and get rid of this grassy field? Like grassy terrain? And if we crit, I'm pretty sure we kill Kingdra as well. And with Dynamax, I think we definitely survive a Max Geyser. And I think he definitely wants to try and kill Tyranitar here. So here I'm just thinking like, yeah, I think maxing Togekiss is definitely the play. I was just checking to see if it was offensive or bulky. So yeah, I decided it's good to get our preferred terrain up here compared to his. Like, let's not play in his ballpark right now. So I'm trying to decide here, do I want to kill Kingdra or go for the Rillaboom? I do decide to go for the Kingdra because I think it's a bit more of a threat to our team. We have Volcarona in the back for Rillaboom, and you know, T-Tar just does whatever T-Tar does. He's not really the star of this battle. It is a bit scary. Rillaboom is a bit scary for Rotom, but I think without the grassy terrain boost, he's not doing too much to our Rotom here. So I decide, yeah, Kingdra, #1 priority target in rain with Swift Swim. It's very scary for our team. So we'll go for the Protect here. Just keep T-Tar alive another turn, just in case he does decide to double up into it. As he does go for the grassy glide into T-Tar, so we get a free turn there. It's fantastic, and he max geysers into the Togekiss. So Togekiss Dynamax is so bulky, guys. Look at this. That's max speed, max special attack. It took a Life Orb rain boosted max geyser. Like, that's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Kingdra's like also not the strongest Pokemon, but it's still pretty crazy. We get the max Starfall off, and we are actually lucky enough to get the... Oh, we didn't even get the crit there. So yeah, just base max Starfall from max special attack Togekiss is actually enough to take out Kingdra, which is why I don't think it's the greatest Pokemon in the format, as much as it is very fun though, so I do definitely get it. So here we're in a pretty good position. I just need to see what his next Pokemon is at the back, as he does bring out the Duraludon here, and I was like, sweet, this is pretty good for us. I don't see him being able to do too much to Rotom in the back or Volcarona with this Duraludon. So here I'm deciding whether I want to take out Rillaboom or if I want to take out Duraludon, and I think I end up deciding here that Duraludon is a bigger threat just because I think it's not doing much. Rillaboom's not doing much to Volcarona if we get it out. So I think it's fine just to try and kill Duraludon here, and then Volcarona can deal with Rillaboom later. As I do try to go for the crunch here, but we do just get superpowered in the face by this Rillaboom, which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah, that's T-Tar down. But that also does lower Rillaboom's attack for later, so it keeps us overall in a good ball position still, I reckon, with his defenses lowered. So we get this max Starfall off. If this crit, we would have just killed straight up here, but unfortunately we don't get the crit. We don't have Scope Lens, we have Safety Goggles, so it's not a 50% chance to crit. There we go, Togekiss is taken out, which is fine, because now we bring in Rotom with the rain here, and we have Volcarona set up, and they can't really kill Volcarona, especially if it gets a Quiver Dance off. And I do find out later that Volcarona is definitely faster than the Duraludon, because Volcarona is faster than our Togekiss in the back there. So I'm in a really good position here. I do just, I think I double check here. Yeah, this is where I check to see how fast Togekiss was compared to the rest of my team, just because I know it outspeeds Duraludon. So 145, 146, and 114, so I was like, yep, sweet. So Rillaboom does outspeed Volcarona at the moment, but it doesn't outspeed, but Duraludon doesn't outspeed Volcarona, so we're in a really good position just to Hydro Pump and try and get this Quiver Dance off, I think. I'm hovering over the Bug Buzz, but I think I just go for Quiver Dance because Rillaboom really isn't threatening us. If he tries to bring it in later with Fake Out, then we just go for the Protect, and we'll outspeed it after that Fake Out turn anyway with this Quiver Dance boost. So he goes for the knockoff. Doesn't do too much damage, but he does knock off our Lumberry, unfortunately. But now we have the Quiver Dance up, so this Duraludon's going to be doing so much less damage, especially with Volcarona's really good special defense. Like, Volcarona's pretty bulky on the special side, so yeah. Unfortunately, we do miss the Hydro Pump, which is, yeah, really sad, because this battle would have been... I don't know how much easier it would have been, actually, because, like, we'll find out late game that Politoed with a Pun is a bit rough. It's very rough, but his special attack will harshly fall. And I think here I go for the Nasty Plot trying to set up. No, I think I go for just the Hydro Pump again and try to Bug Buzz into Gastrodon. So I really am just trying to get rid of this Duraludon and not Gastrodon. I keep saying Gastrodon because of its Latin name or whatever language that is. But he does switch out into the Politoed now. God, there's a fly in my room. It's mucking me up. Wait. Anyway, get this Bug Buzz off. It is enough just to one-shot Rillaboom. I know that is enough to usually one-shot the basic Assault Vest spread as well. Because I use an Assault Vest Rillaboom and I have been one-shot by a +1 Bug Buzz. It was pretty rough, not gonna lie. And the rain stops now, which is awesome for our Volcarona, obviously, because now Heat Wave is going to be doing more damage. So we're in a pretty good position now. But yeah, he sends out Duraludon. But here we're fine just to go for the Rising Voltage and go for the... I think I just go for Heat Wave here. Because I wasn't too sure if Bug Buzz killed. And I thought Heat Wave can do a bit of damage to Politoed as well, so it's fine. It's a bit riskier because... it's a bit more risky because Heat Wave isn't perfect accuracy. And honestly, looking back at this play, I really should have just gone for the Bug Buzz because I think definitely +1 Bug Buzz kills here. But yeah, Heat Wave's just neutral damage as opposed to resisted. So yeah, I'm really thinking about it. Like, I really don't know if I want to bank on it or not. But here we will go for the Heat Wave. Do hit both Pokemon here. Oh, sorry, we missed Politoed, but we hit the Duraludon. I was really scared when it said avoided. I was like, no, please. But Duraludon goes down here. As we do get this Rising Voltage off, and this Politoed is a tanky boy. Like, look, it doesn't do very much damage at all. Granted, like, without Lightning Terrain, Rising Voltage isn't the strongest move. It's only base 70. But he sets up Parasong here. So now the only way he wins the game is to get a triple protect, and it's very stressful at this point. Because I'm like, if I lose to triple protect Politoed, I'm gonna lose my soul. Like, I'm gonna actually have to get someone to go fetch my soul and bring it back in my body, man, because I just don't. I do misplay here though. I definitely should have gone for like the Nasty Plot and Bug Buzz. That way we can cover all options here. Oh, sorry, mate. I just like knocked my computer. There we go. I just knocked everything and HDMI fell out. That was real rough. And now here I was like, he has a chance to fail, so I don't really want a Nasty Plot, but again, I probably should have. But if he failed and then we didn't do the damage, then he would have won the game. So we only really had the chance to set up that first turn. So he does go for the Protect. It doesn't fail. We get the Bug Buzz. We hit it, but it's into the Protect. And now here's the moment of truth. I'm like, oh man, please, please, can I go through this third Protect? I'm praying, Pokegods. I'm praying. I am absolutely praying. It's a very low chance. It's like, I actually think like 5% chance to get the triple Protect off, or even might even be lower, to be honest. It's a very low chance to get triple off. It's a very low chance to get like double off even. So it's a very high roll in our favor. So let's see. He does try to go for the triple Protect. Like, this is the only way he was winning, I think, because he doesn't take out Volcarona due to our just special defense boost. And yeah, he has the Wiki. I'm like, oh no, please. Rising Voltage, please take it out. Please. Oh, sorry, the Citrus Berry. I think if it was Wiki Berry, then we were in trouble. But we get the Rising Voltage off here, and that does take out Politoed. And thankfully, we don't lose to the Parasong. Thank the Lords on that one. We should have definitely Nasty Plotted that first turn because the Protect was pretty obvious. But, you know, it worked out fine anyway. I would have been killing myself if it didn't. Not like, just like, ugh. My gosh, why? But yeah, so get the bottle of iron and we hit continue battling, and I'll be back for the next battle. Alright, on to battle number 2, versing Blaney here. He has the Amoonguss, Dragapult, Togekiss, Terrakion. I just Cinderace and Zoroark. Okay, I got it off. But yeah, I was just checking to see if Rillaboom was Dynamax or not, Gigantamax, because Gigantamax Rillaboom does really well here, I think, against Terrakion and Max Darkness versus the rest of these team. But yeah, I really took my time deciding here, and honestly, it really works out that I take my time. Like, trust me, boys, trust me. The game just kind of throws me a bone with this one, I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, so I'm really just like, do I want to bring Rillaboom? I don't know. Rillaboom struggles against, like, Cinderace, it struggles against Togekiss. It struggles to kill Amoonguss as well, but if he does lead Amoonguss, Rillaboom Togekiss is a good combo because he can't spore either of the Pokemon. Togekiss because of safety goggles, and Rillaboom because it's Grass type. And here I'm really looking at that like beat up Terrakion potential, and I'm like, how do we how do we beat up? We need to like move it with Togekiss and then like try and kill it with Rillaboom. But then how do we win after that? It's it's really tough. And I'm like, I don't realize the time at the moment. And I'm like, oh no, what do we do here? What do we do here? But yeah, it's 5 seconds remaining, 4, and I'm like, oh no, do I want Rillaboom? Do I want T-Tar? Maybe T-Tar's better. And then I try to hit done in time, but we don't actually get it in time. So the timeout gives us a different team. So I think we end up with Rotom, Volcarona, Tyranitar, and Hitmontop. I think is the team we end up with. And it actually ends up working pretty well here. So he does bring out the Amoonguss and Dragapult. So I'm like, okay, alright. I have Lumberry on Volcarona, and I don't see him trying to Spore into Rotom, simply because Rotom doesn't really threaten either of these Pokemon here. So I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, +1 Heat Wave might kill Amoonguss if we target into, like, especially if we double target into it. So I think I'm going to Nasty Plot and Quiver Dance, because he more than likely won't try to sleep Rotom, because it doesn't threaten him very much. And we have Lumberry on Volcarona if he does put that to sleep. But he ends up going for the Protect, so like, nice, yes, free setup. It is huge. He goes for the T-Bolt into Volcarona, but as I was saying before, Volcarona is so specially defensive, it doesn't even matter. And now we get this Quiver Dance up, and we are free to set up on this guy's face. And I was like, yes, this is the time. And we will get the Nasty Plot onto Rotom. Bam. Rotom starts getting real hyped up here. Rotom really pops off too. Like, I really like Rotom Wash with Volcarona, to be honest. They're both just really good setup mons. We get the Heat Wave off here too with the Hydro Pump. I simply Hydro Pump here to try and see if he tries to beat up Terrakion into the, like, switch Terrakion out for Amoonguss. Tries to beat it up and get Justified Boost. This way we cover all the options. And I thought, like, either way, we don't want to be getting slept or anything by this Amoonguss. He goes for the Shadow Ball again into the Volcarona. I think really here should be trying to target down Rotom, because I think Rotom takes a bit more damage. But we go for the Hydro Pump here. It does hit, thankfully, and that will be enough to take out the Amoonguss. So now we're sitting real good. He can't put any of our Pokemon to sleep, which is obviously very good for us because sleep's very broken. And now we're free to Dynamax as well without risking our Rotom going to sleep. So Volcarona already doing pretty good damage for us here, helping us take out the Amoonguss, which is no easy feat. Usually it's a very, Amoonguss is a very strong Pokemon. Also, Shiny Volcarona looks so good, guys. Look at it. Looks really good. I really like Shiny Volcarona. And he brings out the Cinderace now. So yeah, I'm like, okay, well, we just Dynamax Rotom, go for the Hydro Max Geyser. And I think I just want a Heat Wave here because it hits both Pokemon. I was thinking of protecting as well, but I thought Heat Wave is probably the just the better play. Try and get a bunch of damage off to try and help Rotom KO this Cinderace. So we do go for the Heat Wave here, I believe anyway. And also if it somehow changes its type before Volcarona, then it can potentially get the burn off, which is also very good. So yeah, I'm looking at his team like, yeah, do I need Volcarona here anymore? I don't think I do. I think if I think Amoonguss was like the main thing we're worried about here. So I go for the Heat Wave. I also wasn't going to bring Volcarona, I don't think, in the original draft. But it auto gave me the team, so it's fine. Ends up working out. So he does G-Max this Cinderace here. Bam. Out comes the G-Max Cinderace. Look at that man. Riding on his Soul Eater Fireball here. Bam. Cinderace time. And we will get this Heat Wave off now. Which will be... It does like a decent amount of damage considering Cinderace is 2 times HP. So we definitely can't complain about it too much. Oh man, now I'm thinking back on it, if we went for the Max Lightning, we would have been huge in this position. Because we would have actually just killed Cinderace once it turned into a flying type. But I really didn't know what Cinderace wanted to do here, so I was just, you know, playing it safe with the Max Geyser. Because we set up Rain for us next turn anyway. So yeah, it does like, it doesn't do crazy damage, but both of them do resist it, so... You know, it's nothing to scoff at though. So he does turn into the flying type. And he will go for the Max Airstream. Just kills Volcarona, obviously. Volcarona's physical defense isn't the greatest. It's pretty bad. It's like base 60 or something. So a stab flying Cinderace move will definitely be enough to take out take out our Volcarona, but it did do good damage here to Dragapult and to Cinderace, as well as helping us kill Amoonguss, which is amazing. Unfortunately, +2 Max Geyser is not enough to take out Cinderace here, but that's fine because we can just bring out the Rotom now with Fake Out. And I think here I decided, like, do I bring... Yeah, I just insta-do it. I was checking on my other screen if Hitmontop had Sucker Punch, because we could potentially go for Sucker Punch next turn versus the Dragapult. So I do intimidate the Cinderace. I'm like, here, yeah, Fake Out probably takes it out. It's super low, and Hitmontop still has pretty good attack. So we're going to go for the Max Lightning onto Dragapult, simply because if we Undynamax with Rotom and try and get a Rising Voltage off, it's just going to boost Rising Voltage's base power. So it's really good just to set up our next turn if we ever get out of Dynamax, like, because maybe some Pokemon comes in that resists all our moves or something, or lives. Like, I don't know. It's just double checking, making sure that we have a late game setup after Dynamax ends. But I don't think there was really any way he was winning anyway. But it's just an all just in case. And I knew Max Lightning +2 would kill at this range just because it's so low and Dragapult isn't very tanky. So now we get the Max Lightning up for our Rotom for the Rising Voltage. Not next turn, but the turn after if we need to. So here we go. Rotom and Volcarona just setting up on these guys, really helping us out. Volcarona just taking away the attention off Rotom. Just really helpful here. So he brings out the Togekiss now. And I'm like, yeah, okay. We could just Max Lightning and... I think I Max Lightning and Wide Guard was my play here. Because I thought if it's like... If it is just the... sorry, Max Water and go for Wide Guard. Because I thought if it is Weakness Policy, then we proc its Weakness Policy, it goes before Rotom, does a bunch of damage to both of us, and we could be in a really bad position. So I am just going to Wide Guard to make sure Dazzling Gleam doesn't go off. But the battle was cancelled, so fantastic. Rotom goes back to baby form after its hard work, and that is the 2 battles. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Sorry for the post commentary. I hope you don't mind it too much. I think it helps me bring out like more of my insight into my moves and stuff, because I don't have to sit there and think about the moves. But I also prefer doing live commentary sometimes, like more times than not. But I hope you did enjoy this video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what Pokemon you want me to use in the future of Road to Ranked. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a lovely day.